I was doing a little self-reflection, and I can remember a time when I struggled with asking for help. Why is it so difficult to ask for help? I'm gonna do this by myself. I can do this by myself. I'm not asking nobody for help. I'm not reaching out to no one. I'm tired of getting let down, and this is just how it's going to be. A few weeks ago, I posted a question on my community page, and it was really astonishing and eye-opening. The questions were in two parts. The first question asked, is it difficult for you to ask for help? And here are some of your responses. The chosen one said, yes, asking for help is so difficult for me. Even when I really need the help, I just don't know how to ask. I figure things out on my own. Gay said, you can't ask anyone for help anymore. They'll either throw it in your face every chance that's given, brag about it to others, or manipulate you in returning the favor some way, somehow. People just aren't genuine anymore. Bangi, God's favorite daughter, said, one of the most difficult things to do is asking for help. The second question was, would you consider yourself as hyper independent? Here are your responses. I am Group Forever says, yes, it's difficult asking for help. I hate being told no. I also hate being let down when people commit to helping me but don't follow through. Therefore, I've become hyper independent by force. Javan Murphy said, yes, thank you for the name, because this is my entire life right here in this statement. Virgo Child said, yes, absolutely. Sisters, how y'all feeling? Brothers, y'all alright? It's Keisha, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about hyper independence and why is it so difficult for us to ask for help. I was doing a little self-reflection, and I can remember a time when I struggled with asking for help. I still struggle now. It's not like something that I have overcame, but I am so much better. I'm telling you, I would be wore out, tired, exhausted. I would have the connects and just would not ask people for help. And being so hyper independent is costly. And I realized as I was doing more self-reflection and doing more healing and work that this is a trauma response from being let down, not having a community that you can count on, or maybe something major in your life happened and you needed someone there and they weren't. You just took on this cake and said, okay, look, I'm gonna do this by myself. I can do this by myself. I'm not asking nobody for help. I'm not reaching out to no one. I'm tired of getting let down, and this is just how it's going to be. Being hyper independent. In fact, I wore it as a badge of honor, and in all honesty, it left me drained, frustrated, and woe out. Traveling and life has caused me to embrace community, especially as a Black American expat living here in a whole different country in South Africa. So as much as I would want to do everything independently, I just can't. It has forced me to lean on people because I'm still learning. I'm still learning everything here. So I need people. I need community. So let's look at 3 causes of hyper independence. Okay, we are going to deep dive into this hyper independence. I have my notes here, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about what hyper independence is. Hyper independence refers to a state where individuals are excessively self-reliant to the point where they resist or avoid seeking help or support from others, even when it might be beneficial or necessary. While this concept is not widely recognized in psychological literature, it can manifest as a problematic behavior in various contexts. Several factors or causes may contribute to hyperindependence. Number 1, fear of vulnerability. Some individuals develop hyperindependence due to a fear of being vulnerable or appearing weak. They may have experienced negative reactions or consequences when seeking help or relying on others in the past. As a result, they become overly self-reliant to protect themselves from potential emotionally or physical harm. And boy, can I relate. Fear of vulnerability, being vulnerable to people, just feels like it leaves yourself open to be taken advantage of. Next one, it just punched me in the face. This next one that we're going to talk about is perfectionism. Perfectionists often have high standards for themselves. Okay, I'm a Virgo. That should tell you everything right there. Perfectionists often have high standards for themselves, and they may believe that they should be able to handle everything on their own. They may see asking for help or depending on others as a sign of failure or inadequacy. This drive for perfectionism can lead to hyperindependence as they strive to meet their own unrealistic expectations. Whew. Y'all ain't had to read me like that. Y'all do not have to read me like that. Let's move on. Okay, number 3, past trauma or neglect. Experiences of trauma, neglect, or abandonment in childhood or previous relationships can contribute to hyperindependence. Individuals who have been let down or hurt by others in the past may develop a strong aversion to relying on others. They may believe that they cannot trust anyone to meet their needs, leading to a preference of self-sufficiency. So when you've been let down time and time again by family and loved ones, maybe even friends, this causes, hyperindependence. It's important to know that hyperindependence can have negative consequences on one's mental and emotional well-being, as well as on their relationships with others. Finding a balance between independence and interdependence, the ability to rely on and support others, is often a healthier approach to building fulfilling relationships and maintaining overall well-being. Therapy or counseling can be helpful for individuals struggling with hyperindependence to explore its underlying causes and develop more adaptive coping strategies. Let's talk about why is it so difficult to ask for help. Asking for help can be challenging for many people due to various psychological, social, and emotional factors. Here are 5 common reasons why it's difficult for individuals to ask for help. Number 1, fear of rejection or judgment. One of the primary reasons people hesitate to ask for help is the fear of being rejected or judged by others. They worry that seeking assistance may make them appear weak, incapable, or burdensome, or those they ask, leading to potential social or emotional consequences. Okay, the second reason, self-reliance and independence. Many individuals value their independence, I know I do, and self-reliance. They may have a strong belief that they should be able to handle their problems or challenges on their own. This desire for autonomy can make it difficult to admit when they need assistance. The next one, perceived weakness. Some people associating asking for help with vulnerability or weakness. They may view it as a sign of personal inadequacy or an admission that they cannot handle their responsibilities. This perception can lead to feelings of shame or insecurity. Now let's talk about fear of dependency. People may worry that asking for help once will lead to an ongoing dependency on others. They fear becoming reliant on external support and losing their sense of control over their lives. This fear can discourage them from seeking assistance even when it's necessary. Finally, past negative experiences. Previous experiences of rejection, disappointment, or unhelpful responses when asking for help can create a reluctance to seek help in the future. Traumatic or negative past experiences can lead individuals to develop a belief that asking for help is not worth the potential emotional or social risk. It's important to recognize that asking for help is a natural and healthy part of human interaction. Overcoming these barriers often involves changing one's mindset and understanding that seeking assistance is a sign of strength and not weakness. Building a support network of trustworthy individuals who are willing to provide help and support can also make it easier for people to ask for assistance when needed. Additionally, seeking guidance from a mental health professional can be beneficial for addressing the underlying fears and beliefs that make asking for help difficult. Now, I hope this video is helpful and useful to you, and you may consider asking for help and being less hyper independent in the future. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Miracles and blessings. Until next time.